All right, if you were driving on I-295 in Portland today, you may have seen this wild sight near Tukey's Bridge. A truck barreled through the guardrail and landed partially in the water below. Now, in the past hour or so, we've learned that the driver, a 51-year-old man from Florida, was trying to merge but overcorrected and lost control, veering off of the bridge.
The Maine Department of Public Safety says the road was wet, which was likely a factor in that crash. News Center Maine's Sam Olson joins us live now with more details about just what happened. Sam?
Hi, Chris and Zach. I'm next to the Tukey's Bridge where that truck fell about 45 feet earlier today, landing here on the Back Cove Trail. There were 3 men inside the truck at the time. The truck was owned by a business based out of Illinois called Trees Are Us. Now, the 3 men all survived the fall with non-life-threatening injuries, but first responders say they're lucky to be alive.
It was scary. My first thought was I hope those guys in there or whoever's in there isn't dead.
A fear many had after they watched this truck barrel through the guardrail on I-295, falling about 45 feet, landing on a flooded trail, partially in the ocean. For Portland Water District worker Curtis Trimmer, it's a sight he'll never forget.
Me and my foreman were down here watching the floodwaters over the trail, and all of a sudden we heard a loud noise. The truck came flying over the railing, kind of did a nosedive onto the trail and ended up in the water. After that, we just rushed down to make sure those guys were okay.
Trimmer says he immediately sprang into action.
I ran down and got in the water and helped pull them out, made sure they could get out all set.
Upon our arrival, all 3 victims were up on that walking path.
Portland Fire Department Deputy Chief Chad Johnston says first responders took the 3 victims to Maine Medical Center. He says there was a language barrier between the men and first responders, so officials were not able to communicate well enough to find out what happened. But what Johnston does know... Would you say they're lucky to be alive?
Oh, absolutely. No question in my mind. And thank to the civilians that were on scene that helped get them out, and then our crews were able to get them, swiftly to the hospital.
Johnston says the Coast Guard is assisting with the cleanup as he's estimating about 50 gallons of fuel leaked into the bay. Tow crews drove the damaged... The Department of Public Safety says Maine State Police and several other agencies were here at the scene today. And as for the guardrail on I-295, the Maine DOT says its night crew will fix it tonight. Zach, Chris.
Sam Olson live in Portland tonight. Thanks so much.